Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT, Air Jordan, the man that changed the game of basketball forever. In his prime, MJ seemed nearly impossible to defeat as he overcame any obstacles in his way. He was considered a superhero by many. However, there was always one thing that MJ feared the most in his life. What's up guys, it's your boy NBA Dreams, and today I'm going to be discussing an interesting story of MJ's biggest fear. In his prime, MJ was on top of the world. Whenever anybody talked about basketball, Michael Jordan's name would be in the same sentence. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. He had the personality, the attitude, the swag, the money, he had it all. It just seemed that Michael Jordan was good in everything, except baseball. To become the NBA superstar and greatest basketball ever till today, Michael Jordan had a difficult path. First, he had to overcome not making his high school varsity team as a sophomore. Then in college, he had to overcome Georgetown and Patrick Ewing to win the 1982 NCAA championship. Then the real struggle kicked in when he entered the NBA. Even though he received a lot of attention and hype in his early years, his team faced many struggles as they lost in the first round to the Milwaukee Bucks in Jordan's rookie year. Then Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls would face a huge roadblock in their career with the Detroit Bad Boys Pistons. He would lose to them 3 years in a row, but eventually he would overcome them and defeat them in the 1989 season. He would also overcome other great legends throughout his career, such as Magic Johnson's led Lakers, the gritty Knicks led by Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler's Portland Trailblazers, and Charles Barkley's Phoenix Suns. This would just be the beginning of it, as he displayed his determination and inhumane will to win in the second part of his career. He defeated greats such as Gary Payton, the dynamic duo of Karl Malone and John Stockton, and Reggie Miller. He would also have to overcome the loss of an important figure in his life and his father, who was brutally murdered in his car. However, through all of these iconic and legendary accomplishments, MJ had one major obstacle in his life that not many people talk about. He had one fear that he shares with many other people in the world, and that is the fear of water. Yes, Michael Jordan, the man that seemed to be able to do it all, was scared of water. That was his Achilles heel. But after all, he is human. So now, let's discover why he has this fear of water. This fear started all the way back when he was a kid. At the age of 7, one of Michael Jordan's childhood friends drowned in the ocean and died as he got sucked into and drifted out to the sea. MJ recalls that the current was so strong that it easily took him under. And while he was dying, his arms locked with Michael Jordan's arms as he tried to save him. Michael Jordan said that he almost had to break his friend's hand because his friend was going to take him with him. From that day on, MJ faced a fear of water called aquaphobia. He would run into more trouble with water when he was a kid, as he got himself in trouble in a pool during a baseball trip and had to be pulled out. But that's not where the story ends, as years later, one of Michael Jordan's college girlfriends drowned while she was home on break. It just seemed that MJ and water just never got along. MJ stated that he didn't get into water anymore. As a result of this phobia, Michael Jordan said that sometimes he's even scared to take a nice relaxing bath. He even rejected a job offer as a kid that required pool maintenance. Even his parents tried to help him get rid of this fear, but it never helped. As a kid, MJ would always come up with excuses when it came to anything involved with water, because he didn't want his friends to know and tease him. Even though he was scared to death of water as a kid, MJ said that he's overcome this fear a bit as he's gotten older, but he still has moments, as sometimes he feels uncomfortable being on a small boat or around a large body of water. It seems crazy that a person like Michael Jordan, who had no fear on the basketball court, would be scared of something such as water. But he is not alone, as millions of other people in the world have this phobia to an extent, and this shows that Michael Jordan is only human. So this will be it for today guys, and this is the story of Michael Jordan and the one thing that he feared the most in his life. And if you like it and like my content and want to see more, please leave a like, share, and subscribe.